Okay, so today we are finding the length of a missing... disconnected. We're finding the length of a missing side on triangles. Thank you. Okay, so my steps to finding the length of a missing side, the first thing I want to do is I want to label all of my sides. So if they're H, O, or A. Then I want to figure out which trig function works. So remember, this is the SOHCAHTOA. Not how I wanted to write it. Then I want to fill in the equation. And then my final step is to solve for the variable. Okay, so on number 1, it wants me to solve for H. What is H? H, O, or A for this given angle to 54? Is it the opposite side, the adjacent side, or the hypotenuse? No. The opposite? The 39 is the A, and this one is the hypotenuse because it's across from the right angle. Okay, so remember I have SOHCAHTOA. So which two letters are labeled on the triangle? Like, which ones have a number or a variable already given? A and this H or this H? This one? So I want the stuff I wrote in blue, I wrote O and A. I want to, because I have O and A, I want to use the cosine function. So then my next step is to go ahead and fill in. So I'm going to have cosine, and then instead of having theta in the corner with my angle, I have an actual angle measure. I have 54 degrees. And then I want my adjacent side on top, which is 39. And my opposite side on... Nope. Why did I pick cosine? I meant to pick tangent. Because this one has opposite over adjacent. The two letters I had. So my opposite side is the variable h, and my adjacent side is the number 39. Then I want to get the letter h all alone. So what I want to do is, since this is a fraction, remember the way you get rid of it is by multiplying both sides by 39. That will cancel out on my right side. And I'm going to have 39 cosine 54 equals h. Okay. Then what I want to do is I am going to go to Desmos.com, but I'm going to go to a different backslash. Instead of calculator, I'm going to go to scientific. That's really light. Okay, so Desmos Scientific looks like this. Then I want to go ahead and type in the 39. There is a cosine button here on the bottom left. I hit that, and then I type the, what was it, 54? So it gives me an answer over here, where I have writing on my whiteboard. It says 22.9. I always go to 2 decimal places unless it tells me otherwise. So my answer here is going to be 22.9. Okay, so on number 2, I want to go ahead and label my things. So is V A, H, or A, H, or O? What? I didn't hear what. A. 61 is, and this one is H. So I need to figure out which trig function to use. So remember I have SOHCAHTOA. This one, I have the A and the O that are labeled again. So I want to pick the tangent. Number 1 was tangent. So that means I did this wrong. If I click the tangent button, I can type the 54, and it should have been 53.7. Okay, now I can go back to number 2. So I have my opposite over my adjacent. This is tangent. So I know my angle is 55, my opposite is 61, and my adjacent is V. Then I want to get rid of the fraction, so I'm going to multiply both sides by V. Then I'm going to have V tan 55 equals 61. Then I want to get V all alone, so I'm going to divide both sides by tangent 55. So these would cancel out, and then I have V equals 61 divided by tangent 55. Then I can go to Desmos. So I want to do 61 divided by tan 55, which gives me 42.7. Number 3 wants me to solve for z and y. So first thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and label. So 14, is this H, O, or A? H. X, H, nope, I already have H. O or A? And Y? Okay. So I have SOHCAHTOA. I am going to solve for X first. So if I'm solving for X first, I have O and H, which means I want to use the sign. So if I plug in, I'll do it over here. I have sine of 26 equals X over 14. Then I want to go ahead and get the x by itself, so I'm going to multiply both sides by 14 to get rid of this fraction, which is going to give me 14 sine 26 equals x. Then I can go ahead and go type this into Desmos. Which gets me 6.1. Then I want to go ahead and do the same thing for y. So I'm going to write SOHCAHTOA again. This time if I'm focusing on y, I have A and H. So that will give me cosine. Then I plug in the angle, and I plug in the variable and the number. So I have cosine 26 equals y over 14. Okay. Then I want to go ahead and get the 14 out of the fraction. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 14, which will cancel out on the right side. Which is going to give me 14 cosine 26. Then I want to go ahead and go to Desmos. Which gives me 12.6. Number 4 wants me to solve for u and t. So 8 is this h, a, or o. T is o or a. U is, what letter do you guys want me to solve for first, U or T? T? Okay, so I have opposite and hypotenuse to solve for T. So that is going to give me sine. So I'm going to have sine of 65 equals, opposite was T, hypotenuse was 8. Then I want to go ahead and get T all alone, so I'm going to multiply both sides by 8. Which will give me 8 sine 65 equals T. Then I'm going to go ahead and type this into Desmos. Which gives me 7.3. Then I want to go ahead and find U. So I'm going to write out SOHCAHTOA again. U is A, and then I have my H value. So A and H is cosine. Then I want to plug in. So I have cosine of 65 equals U over 8. I'm teaching. Just let me finish this problem and then I'll come to you. Okay, number, I don't know why I said that. I want to get rid of the 8, so I want to divide both sides by 8 to get rid of that fraction. Which will give me 8 cosine 65. Then I want to go ahead and go to Desmos and type this one in. Which gives me 3.4.